Welcome back. In our first video, we discussed the speech qualities: clarity, correct pronunciation, appropriate pausing, and suitable volume. In this section, we're going to continue with enthusiasm, use of gestures, and diction. So stay tuned and enjoy the discussion. Enthusiasm as a speech quality is also very important, just like the previous ones we discussed. What is it, enthusiasm? Enthusiasm involves animated delivery, giving evidence of your strong feelings about the value of what you are saying. Let your emotions come alive as you speak. So take note that enthusiasm has to do with feeling, and we're going to use words to express those feelings, either anger, joy, love, jealousy, hatred, ecstasy, all these ones. Enthusiasm can bring out life into this. So we're going to see how we can improve in our enthusiasm as a speech quality. How do you do it? You speak with feeling, which means your voice comes alive with feeling. And you need to think about your audience. What do they know already? What are you going to teach them? How does what you're going to tell them concern them? How can that help them be better? And let your delivery be animated. Let it come alive and also appropriate to the material. But there is a caution to enthusiasm. What is that? Like fire, enthusiasm needs to be regulated. If it is too little, the speech would be half cooked. If it is too much, the speech would be burnt. So if we are overly enthusiastic and then we bombard people, our listeners, they don't really enjoy what we say. But if we take our time to touch the heart of our listeners and put into them the same way we feel, the same thought we have, the same smell we can smell, the same touch we have, we transfer feeling to them, then they can get into us as we get into them if we stand before them to speak. So enthusiasm should be balanced. Nothing should be overstated or understated. Now, how do you do that? We have an exercise for you. You demonstrate enthusiasm by presenting on these topics before your friends and let them listen to you and judge you as to whether you've been able to achieve enthusiasm in the way you handle these topics. The first one, to be a good citizen, my best teacher, my sad story, I love to sing. So just take any of this topic of your choice, stand before a couple of your friends and speak enthusiastically. If you have done that too much, let them point out to you. If you understate enthusiasm too, let them help you so that you can enhance that speech quality of enthusiasm. Now I'd like to go on to another wonderful way that enhances our speech, the use of gestures, also called a non-verbal form of communication. They are so important that without a speech will not be complete. So even though we're talking about speech qualities, gestures form part of speech qualities because we communicate without words too. And so gestures and facial expressions support and work hand in hand with speech to drive meaning home. They stir feelings and give life to your voice. And it's impossible to imagine any culture, any human culture on earth that do not use gestures as part of their communicative skills. It's just impossible. I can't imagine that. So it's natural to us, but we can also enhance it in a way that our speeches or our communication is more effective. What to do? Use natural movement of the hands. Take note, natural. It should not be artificial. The shoulders, the entire body to express ideas, sentiments, and attitudes. So the entire body to express ideas, sentiments, feelings, and even attitudes. So that while you speak with your mouth, every other thing about your body counts. So you are using your entire body to communicate. Even movement on stage is part of gestures, isn't it? So gestures, very important. You use the eyes, mouth, the positioning of your head to enforce the spoken word and to convey feelings. So your eyes should come alive if you are ecstatic. Your eyes should drop with sadness if what you say is it's a sad story. And everything about you should convey feeling, a smile, a frown, everything matters. And even if a face is expressionless, it's also a way of showing some type of feeling or emotion. So what points do you need to keep when it comes to gestures? To be effective, gestures and facial expressions should come from within us. We mean that they should be natural. So if we keep practicing them, enhancing them, and they come naturally, our audience or those who listen to us will not pay attention to them, but they will pay attention to an entire speech we give and be able to understand what we say. But if our gestures are not natural, we may become a laughing stock. We will not be able to move our audience to action, and they would not enjoy what we say. So we observe good speakers and see how they use gestures. So observation is one key area for the use of gestures. We observe good speakers, good public speakers, orators to see how they effectively use gestures. That is not supposed to mean that we have to copy anybody's style. No. You know, our bodies are created differently. We have the same features though, but even the way we walk, our gait, G-A-I-T, our way of walking is different from other people's way of walking. In the same way, our gesture should be unique to us, but we're going to watch other people to be able to enhance ours. So we do not copy anybody's style of gestures. That could draw attention to us and take away from what we teach or what we say to people. So we have some exercise here that you can try at home on your own. So use gestures or facial expressions to show the following. Do not use any word. Just use your face or gestures to show the following. Anger. How do you do it? Surprise. Disappointment. Despair. Ecstasy. And easiness. Warning. Advice. Sadness. Contentment. Pride. Humility. Indifference. Confusion. So just take time to stand before a mirror if you can, and look at all these words. Anger, see how you're going to show anger just by facial expression, all these ones, and see how well you do. And so you can take a topic, stand before your friends, speak to them, and let them judge how you express any of these words by facial expressions. So yes, keep working hard on your gestures to be able to effectively communicate as a public speaker. And then we have diction, which is choice of words. Words matter a lot, and our choice also matters a great deal. So make sure the words you choose are appropriately done. So use words that show respect and that are easily understood, that impart variety to your speech and that convey appropriate feeling. So respect is important. If you speak to people, we want to be accepted. So our choice of words should show respect. And because we do not want to be misunderstood, we want to choose the appropriate words that people are conversant with so that our thoughts can easily be conveyed to them. And because words themselves are like a paint, we want to choose a variety so that our words will become colorful to be able to be understood. So respect, words to be understood, variety, and the one that convey the appropriate feeling. Very important. And then we have how to do it. How to do it. Use language that is easily understood. Use language that is easily understood. Use variety and accuracy of expression. Variety and accuracy in expression. Very important. And then you use words that convey vigor, feeling, and color. And then what do? Your choice of words and expressions should conform to the rules of grammar. If you do this, adding to the speech qualities we discussed earlier, without a doubt, you'll be improving as a public speaker. So we've discussed the enthusiasm, we've discussed the use of gestures, we look at diction. All you need to do, keep practicing. Stand before people, let them judge you. And as they judge, do not take offense. You get better as you make amendment to your pitfalls. Thank you very much once again and have a wonderful time.